Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Second and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory. At the 36, running left Taylor. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's first and 5. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
Looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Taylor is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's the tackle at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Here's Taylor again. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the gun, it's Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Albert Okuwebu on the intended target. And it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Achane. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want them. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. First and 10, Taylor now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Play action. Now Richardson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
14. Dolphins have it. Rigoberto Sanchez, the kickoff for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now second and 9. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jason Sanders.
Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Dolphins 7. Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Richardson going on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Viking 18. Go.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
On the set. Grab the line. Here we go. Set. Ready, right?
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
Ready.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Richardson working from the gun. Left side, he finds Pierce. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
79 Broncos.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard
18
line.
Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
From the shotgun, Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Off play action. Richardson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he throws it in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point splits the upright. It's now 21-14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Completes it to Hardman. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, they had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Great.
Achane gets it from the gun. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Achane. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third and 4. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run to Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Richardson to throw off play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. One of the linebackers has got it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead
and got his man complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
19 Tigers, 19 Tigers.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Hurts. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That is caught. And he's brought down. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often. Changing of teams during the season at the quarterback position, but they expect impact from him, and they should get it.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run. Achane. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
In motion, Hill. He's going to handle it on the touchbacks. Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They'll go. Achane. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Colts. 1st down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll let one go deep for downs. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
70 line, top 70. 19 tight, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Third, ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he whips that one incomplete there. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Richardson out of the shotgun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And Richardson looks to throw once more. Now he'll tuck this and run. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And he returns this to the 22.
Their own 22-yard line.
Hold it ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through three quarters. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Hill going to go in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
3rd and 1.
Now it's Richardson. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
Come on. Set. Bronco 80.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, 72 yards. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. A give left side. Here's Achane. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line.
First down.
Running right, here's Achane. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's a 2nd and 7. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Here comes 2nd down. Achane here. They stay on the ground. this one down to about the 17. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Don't touch that. Anyway,
They'll run for it with Achane.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The kick by Sanders is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
18, run. Here we go. Strike.
Now Richardson. Down the field, he's got one. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. And that's going to be incomplete.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll let this go for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 Tiger. 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 3. Ready.
Richardson to throw it. He'll try and do this himself.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And this one is right through.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1. And one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Indianapolis, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
2, 3, 4. Heartbroken Houston, Texas, couldn't get off the sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over.